what's going on, Clash Bros? It's Marcus from Epic Life Gaming. Welcome back for another video. Today, we're going to take this level 7 account and upgrade it to level 8 because I really like to join the tournaments on this account and I can't right now because it's only a level 7. So what I did was I bought some gold and we're going to upgrade some of our cards. Let's start with the Fire Spirit. It's going to be 2,000 gold, but it's also going to give us 100 experience, and I like using the Fire Spirits. Let's do the minions next. They're 100, so we might as well upgrade them. So we need about, how much? About 1,200 more experience in order to get to level 8. Let's do arrows. That's a big one. That will help us out a lot. Zap is a big one as well. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. We're down to 2,200 gold. I really don't know what to upgrade next. We might as well do the Royal Giant. Everybody hates the Royal Giant, but it's always in the meta. It always seems to come back. So let's go ahead and upgrade that as well. Get him upgraded as far as we possibly can. Cost us a lot of gold, but we got him up to level 7. Now let's do the Furnace. Furnace is another big one that if you can get good using the Furnace, it's a good card to have. Let's do the Archers as well. That's another one that's going to cost us 2,000 gold, but it's also going to give us 100 experience. I guess we'll do the Barbarians. That's always a good card to have upgraded. I don't use them as much as some of my other cards, but, you know, might as well have them upgraded. Get our cannon upgraded as well. That's going to get us pretty close. We're down to 8,000 gold and 1,752 in experience. So we need about 250 more experience. Let's just go ahead and upgrade everything else. I really don't care about anything else to be upgraded, so we might as well just upgrade everything. We'll upgrade the Knight. That's 2,000 gold. So that's going to get us really close. That's going to get us... Ooh, 25 away. So our next upgrade will be enough. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Prince. And that's going to be exactly enough to give us 2 extra experience. And we are now upgraded to level 8. There we go. Tournaments unlocked. So our King Tower upgrades 240 hit points and does 5 more damage. And our Arena Towers has 168 more hit points and 6 more damage. So on this account, I don't have a lot of the cards. As you can see, I don't have even some of the basic cards. Ice Spirit, Dark Prince. A lot of these cards I do not have. So it's going to be fun to use these cards in the Crown Duel Challenge. And that's what we're going to do today is try out the Crown Duel Challenge. So let's go ahead and get a free join, free entry into this. Let's go ahead and start off. We get a choice of the Zap or the Dragon. I think we're going to choose the Zap. We're going to keep it cheap. All right, Wizard or the Minions. I think I'll take the Wizard because that's a good counter for those. We'll take the Fire Spirits because that's a good counter for the Minions. And Guards or Ice Spirits. Let's do Ice Spirit because I think we can have a good counter for the Guards as well. All right, we didn't have that many good cards to choose from, but let's see how well we do. This is my first live tournament in the Crown Duel Challenge. He gave us the Giant, Fireball, Mirror, and the Skeletons. Interesting. Let's go ahead and drop the skeleton army in the back. He dropped skeletons up front. He also dropped the log, but we shouldn't have too many problems to get rid of all that push. Let's go ahead and start our giant in the back. Should I clone the giant? I'll have 2 big old bodies coming down the right lane, taking out everybody. That would be pretty awesome, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and get the wizard down, and then we'll drop the fire spirits as well. All right. What do I want to drop next? Oh, come on, Wizard. Get up there. I think the Wizard, yep, will take out everything. Oh, we have the Knight coming down. We'll throw down Fireball just to get rid of everything. Don't get any damage touched to our tower. So that was a good counter right there. We're going to drop our Giant in the back once again. I might mirror the Giant. I don't know why not, right? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, he dropped down the Dragon, which will do damage to both of my Giants. Let's go ahead and do that. Zap him. Boom. And then we should take out every... Oh, we got really close. But everything is doing damage to those guys right there. Look at that. We should get that tower down pretty darn far. 113 left. All that needs is just a quick shot from our Fireball, and we should be able to get it. He's going to drop down the log again. So we're going to go ahead and drop down the Wizard to take down his Dragon. Excellent job on our part. That double giant push was excellent. Let's go ahead and see if the Wizard can do it. I don't think he's going to be able to. So we're not going to drop the Fireball quite yet. We're going to drop the Giant on the left lane. We're going to drop the fire spirits down. Hopefully they don't get touched. Oh, fireball. Definitely need to drop the fireball. And then we'll drop the skeleton army. Just missing that log coming down to our right lane. Now we have the skeleton army. We have the wizard coming up. The wizard's not doing any damage right now. Let's go ahead, drop that giant on the left lane as well. And we got fire spirits. Let's go ahead and drop the fireball down. Boom. Look at that. I dropped that down just because I knew he's going to do that. He's going to drop down the minion horde. And look at that. We're going to get both towers down now. Let's go ahead and drop down the skeleton army. He's already throwing out a good game. Oh, that log's going to miss some of our skeletons. And we are actually going to leave one of the towers with 113. We were actually able to get down both of the towers. But we actually take down the left tower in our first win. So if you guys are having trouble deciding between which card to take, try to give your opponent the counters. So if you have a counter for one of your cards, try to take it. So I'm going to take the zap instead of the lightning because the zap is going to be a good counter for the minion. So I'm going to take that. I'm also going to take... I might as well take the spear goblins because that's also a counter, and I have to take the arrows here. Arrows are a must because I just took almost all the counters besides the archer for the minion horde. So if you're having trouble, try to base your cards that you take on that, and giving your opponent, probably try to give him the worst cards out of the two. Now I don't know if he has a fireball maybe. All right, doesn't look like he has a fireball. Ouch. Wow. That sucks. Wasn't expecting the balloon bomb to go off and actually destroy all of my minions. It only left like 2 of them. Let's see if we can get a good push. I'm going to drop the dragon up top because nothing else will be able to hit the dragon besides another air troop. He actually has... oh my gosh, the tornado, which actually was a good counter right there because I would have been able to take down that musketeer. Wow, I have a lot of direct damage cards. And he has a hog rider and balloon, so I really can't lay down my minion horde whenever I want. I kind of just have to lay him down at the right times because I have to have a counter for that, and I gave him that counter right there. That hurts, but we do got a good push coming onto his right lane. We were also going to get some push onto the left lane as well. Look at that. We are going to grab that tower right there. We do grab a tower. He's going to drop down another tornado. Good counter on his part, just a little too late. I think the tornado cost 3 elixirs, so he had to save up for that. So really good job on our part. We're able to counter, but I got to be careful of that balloon that will be coming down the left lane here soon. So I'm going to drop down the dragon to maybe make him think twice about dropping down that balloon. He has a musketeer, so we're going to drop down the Valkyrie over here because the Valkyrie's not going to do a really good job countering anything, and we're going to take down that musketeer so he can't build up a push. So let's go ahead, drop the minion horde down right here, and then we're going to drop actually the poison way up high. So that way it can go after those archers, and our minion horde actually has a chance to take them out, and they actually do. Really good job on our part. He's going to drop down the hog rider. He's going to drop down the freeze. I know that. So we're just going to wait a second and then drop down the Valkyrie. He's going to drop down. Oh, he actually gets that. Wow, let's drop down the minion horde now. I think the minion horde will be a good troop to drop right here. We got a huge push coming at him, but the musketeer and everything coming at us. He actually drops down his hog rider in a desperate to pull the attention away from all my other cards. Come on, Witch, keep shooting at him. There we go. We got his tower down to 484. All right, now I gotta make sure that there it is. He might drop down the freeze spell, so let's try and get, oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do, was drop down the freeze spell and have enough time to be able to pull everything away from that freeze spell. So I wanted to be patient right there. Oh, I just dropped down the witch inside that tornado. Tornado's doing a good job. It actually pulls all the attention away from everything that was supposed to go after the left tower. So I'm actually going to drop down that poison to try and get some of that damage down. Now I got to be afraid of that freeze spell, so I'm going to wait a second. All right, there it is. He dropped down the freeze spell. Now goes down the minions. He drops down another tornado. All right, it's down to 234, so I think we can do this. If we drop down the witch over here, then we drop down the poison, I think we have enough to take this tower out with all of our direct damage. There we go. We get another victory. That's a 2-crown victory. All right, our first choice is a P.E.K.K.A. or a Hog Rider. Now, I'm going to take the P.E.K.K.A. or the Hog Rider and give him the P.E.K.K.A. Now, he has the minions or the Witch. I'm definitely going to take the Witch because I'm not going to give him that counter of being able to have a P.E.K.K.A. and the Witch. So we're also going to take the Furnace because it's cheaper and I like the Furnace a little bit more. You know what? We're going to take the Giant right here because we have a good counter for that Prince. He has a pretty decent deck, and if he has a Dark Prince, he has a P.E.K.K.A. double Prince deck. A little risky right there, but I think we made the best choices. He did give us a skeleton, so I know he has a good card. Let's go ahead, drop down the Hog Rider, and have the arrows ready. So that way, if he drops down the minions, we predicted that perfectly. Drop down the arrows, predicting that he was going to lay down the minions, and he did. And look at that, the Hog Rider gets enough damage to take more than half of its health down. Let's go ahead, drop the Furnace down, and we have enough to drop down the Witch still. But I don't know if I want to drop the Witch. All right, we'll drop the Witch. All right, he's going to clone all that. Let's go ahead, drop down the skeletons. And then we're going to drop down the Ice Golem to slow everything down. Perfect. Really good job countering everything. All right, he's going to drop down. Do I want to do the Giant? Yeah, we're going to do the Giant. It's going to be a heavier push. He's going to have to work a little bit harder to take this push down, although it's a little bit slower. Let's get ready. There we go. We got the arrows once again for that, and then down goes that tower. Another great push, and we actually are doing really well so far. Let's go ahead and drop down another Furnace and get ready for him to do something. Maybe drop down the P.E.K.K.A. I'm not really sure what he's going to drop down. Okay, he drops down the Prince, so we're going to drop down the Skeletons to take away that charge. And then we're going to drop down our Knight. And now we have everything going after all of his troops coming at us. And look at that, we take everything down with ease. And we actually have the Ice Golem, which I haven't really used yet, except to kind of take away any support that he was doing on that very first push, because he cloned everything. And the splash damage when they destroy the Ice Golem will take out a clone. So remember that. That's why I dropped it down there. I didn't realize everything would still be taken out by everything else. Let's go ahead, drop down the Hog Rider. Ooh, he dropped down the Fireball. We're going to drop down that Giant right there. And we got the Hog Rider and the Giant and the Witch all going at his tower. He's going to clone the Dragon. So we're going to drop down the Ice Golem. And he actually dropped down, ooh, the Fire Spirits, which took down my Witch, and we don't get any more damage away from that Dragon. We need to take down that Dragon. He has two Dragons coming at us. One has very little health, and one's about to have very little health. Let's see if our Witch can do it, and our Witch does do it. Let's go ahead, drop down the Giant right here. We have about 23 seconds left. We're going to drop down the Ice Golem as well. There we go. And then let's drop down the Hog Rider on the opposite side. He dropped down another Fireball. He's throwing out a good game already. We're getting another good push onto his King's Tower. Not going to be able to take it down. I do throw down the arrows right at the last second, though. We get another victory, almost a 3 crown. We had a 1 crown, 2 crown, and almost got a 3 crown. We were very close, but obviously I'm only a level 7. Obviously I get pulled up to tournament standards, but I don't have a lot of these cards. I'm playing with cards that I don't normally play with. The best way to win in the Crown Duel Challenge is to obviously get the better cards, but then to also take your counters against your cards, even though you might be giving them a better card. But if you have Minion Horde, you do not want to give them arrows. You want to keep arrows. If you have the P.E.K.K.A. and Inferno Tower comes up, you want to take the Inferno Tower. Take any counters away from your opponent, even though it might give them a better card. When you first starting off and you don't know what you're going to get down later down the line, or what your opponent's going to give you, just choose the best of the 2 cards. Well, showing you guys that, our first time actually doing a live Crown Duel Challenge, and we get 3 wins in a row. So obviously this method is effective, and that is a good way to win in the Crown Duel Challenge. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and join the Clash Bro family. Hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget, my Clash Bros, to stay beautiful.
Make it drop, honey.